Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and very recently I did a review of this standard Cutaway Euro cylinder from Vent, their Lockmaster brand, and this is a double Euro cylinder which is Cutaway. As you can see the driver pins and the key pins. It comes with a key, works on both sides. You can see how the lock works. It's a great visual aid for when you're learning to pick, demonstrating how locks work. Seeing how locks work helps you practice lock picking, raking. You can see where you're picking. It helps you understand your pick placement and where you think you are in the lock in relation to where you actually are in the lock, all of those wonderful things. And in that video, I also said that Vent sell not just a standard pin tumbler, but one which is standard on one side and a Dimple lock on the other side, which you can definitely buy from the Zeofix website and all those lovely things. But Mock Workshop in Germany has partnered with Vent and has created this set, which is the Duo Cutaway lock. You can see we have the standard pin tumbler on one side, see the key pins and the drive pins there. We also have the Dimple lock on the other side. You can see the key pins and drive pins there. And of course it comes with the keys which work on each side respectively. So there's a Dimple lock key and there's your standard key. But before we carry on, for full disclosure, this set was sent to me by mockworkshop.de for the purposes of this review and to keep. It's not a paid review and all thoughts are my own as always, and I have worked with Mock Workshop in the past, notably the ball-tipped picks, which are really cool. So clearly the big difference between the Mock Workshop collaboration version of this Duo Cutaway cylinder and the Vent one is that the Vent one comes in a cardboard sleeve with the ABS foam insert inside, while the Mock Workshop version comes in this 3D printed case. And it isn't just aesthetics, the top is a pinning tray. If you can remember back to my review of this standard Cutaway Euro cylinder, then you will remember also that I said you need a pinning tray, and I showed you how to use a piece of folded cardboard to give it corrugations and use that as a mock pinning tray. With this set, you actually get the lid being the pinning tray, and I think it holds everything on really smartly. So other than the case, what you get in this set? Well, you get the Cutaway locks themselves, which are very cool. Both sides, you can see that they are nicely, is it chamfered there or beveled? Just very nice. You can see all the way down to those pins nice and clearly. I've got my light just shining above me like that, and that's really cool. You'll also notice that there are grub screws, and you get a little hex key here so that you can go in and undo these grub screws. It means you don't need any specialist kit really to take these locks apart. So I can take my pinning tray here and I can just gently take out these pins that I don't want in. So maybe I just want to practice a 5-pin version of the lock as opposed to a 6-pin version of the lock. You can progressively pin it, maybe start with 2 pins, then go up to 3, 4, 5, 6. You can swap out some of the pins as well, because this lock comes with a whole bunch. Look at these. I'll just tip them into this little tray for you so you can see. Even that's very helpful, right? So you can see all sorts of different pins in here. We've got all sorts of different size key pins. We've got different types of driver pins. So we've got some security pins here. We've got like serrated pins. We have spool pins, spare springs just in case you accidentally put the lock together without a key pin and a driver pin and end up mangling a spring. It can happen. You've got these like little T-pins, something like a little barrel pin there. We've got all sorts of things, even spare grub screws for the top in case you want to lose one of those somehow. I don't know how you would, but you might. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of different pins there. And you know, if you have decided that you want to change up the lock, either side, the Dimple lock or the standard side, then you can. You just choose the key pins that you want. You just drop those in order. I'm going to put a serrated pin in here like that, facing down. I just take a spring like that, load that in on top. Then what you can do is you just wriggle that about until all the pins sink to the bottom. Grab your grub screw, tighten it up, and you're ready to go. And as I said earlier, these locks are just so useful in terms of being able to see what you're doing when you're sort of raking a lock like this. You can see how the lock picks work. You can get a feel for what binding pins look like, how the lock works. I know a lot of people say it, but I am quite a visual learner. I like to see what I'm doing when I'm learning to pick a lock, and this is a great way of learning how to pick a lock. You know, you can see where your pick tip is. You can't normally see that. You can see where a binding pin is, how it acts differently. So pin 1's binding, it isn't springing like these ones, so you might need to just press that down. And then you'll also see the binding order. So pin 2 is now binding here, for example. So give that a click. And you can learn an awful lot from these cutaway locks. I really did enjoy cutaway locks when I first started to learn to lockpick, because I could really see what I was doing. I could pick blind, so for example I could turn the lock over and I could pick it blind once I got used to it, and I could have a go at that and pick, and then I could just flip it over and see where I was at if I wanted to. And this one, having the dimple lock on the other side, if you've never practiced dimple locks before, it gives you the option of doing that too. In fact, let's have a go at picking the dimple lock. And to do that, I'll need a turning tool in here and a dimple lock pick like this, and we'll just go in and we'll be able to see again which is the binding pins. So hit 5 here is binding, so I can just give that a twist. Pin 6 is binding, give that a twist. Pin 4 is binding here, I think. Yep. Pin 3, 2 binding heavily, and 1 must be the last one, and we are open. Look at that. And with all of these different pins on either side of the lock, you can change the bitting completely. You can add as many security pins in as you like in any particular order. You can do whatever you want with it, really. Just bear in mind that if you do change the bitting of the lock, like we did on this side, the key won't work until you replace the original pins back in, which is really easy to do. You just do the reverse of what we did. You take out all of the stuff you just put in, and then you take the tweezers which come with the kit, and you pop everything back in the right way round. So pointy bit down, standard drive pin in, make sure that sinks to the bottom, throw in our spring, grab that grub screw, pop that on, give it a twist until it's just finger tight, very light. You don't want to screw the grub screws down very hard because it'll just wear the threads eventually. But yeah, then your key will work back like normal. So there you go, that is the special edition mock workshop version of the Lockmaster Duo Practice Cutaway Eurocylinder. And I think this is really good. I think it's time to do some conclusions, things I like and don't like or would change. So things I like, if you just take a look at the lock itself, it's made really well. It feels nice and weighty. It actually feels like a quality lock despite not being branded, and that is important. Some of these cutaways, they clearly feel cheap, they feel light, they're not made as well. But this one, you can just see the detailing there. It's really nicely done, really nice and clean, lovely cutaways on this. I like the fact it comes with its own hex key. Maybe not necessary, but it's helpful. I love the fact that it comes with the door fixing screw, which will, well, hopefully never be used. I don't know why you'd really want that, but all of these locks come with one, so why not throw it in? I love the fact it comes with a little box of pins and springs and spare grub screws. That's really great. And it's a nice addition that there is a pair of tweezers in here so you can do some pinning. I think for me, the thing which really sells this set is the fact it comes in a nice case with a built-in pinning tray, just because they're so useful. And if you were a beginner lockpicker, you just had some lockpicks and wanted a practice cylinder which you can pick, dimple locks and standard locks and repin it how you like and progressive pinning, then having a pinning tray really helps out with swapping those pins out. If you're there for a practice session, you're progressively pinning a lock or changing the security pins in and out, having a nice pinning tray really helps keep those pins and springs in check. I really like that. Anything I'm not so keen on? Well, I don't think these pinning tweezers are the best quality. These do actually feel like a cheap addition. Nice to have though, and they clearly work. They're serrated, they do grip hold of the pins, but if you hold them, you'll tell that they're not maybe the highest quality out there. But they do work, and for a beginner, they'll suffice until you buy some better pinning tweezers. The only other thing I would say is the same I said on the last video, is that whilst there are a really nice selection of key pins and driver pins and springs, it would be so nice if there was an actual set of at least, 3 or 4 spool pins. I've got, I think, 2 spool pins here. It'd be nice to have had up to 6. That would have been really nice. Maybe at least 4 of every type of security pin. That would just make it a little bit nicer for me. That being said, it's not hard to actually find some pins, some old second-hand broken snapped Eurocylinders, and make your own little collection of pins. It's not hard to come by lock pins. Now, what is remarkable about this set to me is that you can buy the Lockmaster version from the Zeofix website, the Vent website. You can do that, and at the time of recording, that was at €39.90. This one with the pinning tray case is €39.90. Yeah, it's the same price. So I guess if you just like the styling of this standard packaging, maybe you're not a fan of 3D printed objects or this color scheme or whatever, you do have the option of, this version. But if you're a beginner and you don't have a pinning tray, I don't see why you wouldn't go for this version. At the time of recording, and exchange rates and things will vary over time, prices will change over time, you know all of that. It doesn't include shipping fees or local import duties, anything like that. But the base price as of today is €39.90 for this set on the mockworkshop.de website, which is around £34.45 or around $46.20. So a very reasonable price, especially when you can get this pinning tray included. And I just think that's a really lovely addition. Why wouldn't you want that? Other than the fact that maybe somehow you just prefer the look of this set, or like I said, you don't need a pinning tray or something like that. But if I'd buy this one. That's what I'd do. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on this set. Please do let me know what you think of this down below. I do read all the comments and reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so for more content like this. Smash that notification bell to be next notified when I upload content. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.